Hello, Internet. This is Lucky Fox Zero, and with me tonight is No Green Knights.
Hello.
And you'll be joining us for our playthrough of Ghost Recon Future Soldier. It's a game we both enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy us enjoying the game. So let's get started. And we're going to play it on Veteran because we don't want to die a whole bunch. Not that we haven't beat the game on Elite.
Yeah, we're actually going to be talking and playing, which, if you've seen our Halo episodes, it's kind of difficult for us to do. We've got very one-track minds.
Obviously, it's better if I record our gameplay and then lay our audio on top. But for this, you get both at the same time, so if something scares us, you'll know.
Well, so the loading screens, I do like they actually start showing you, here are the controls for the game. You should probably learn these.
That is useful, especially if this is like your first time playing the game. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, the trigger is shoot? Like, obviously the game's more complicated than that, but it's a nice little touch.
I like it when games start off with, hey, here's how you play us.
I like how this started off with me looking at a naked lady totem.
It is military. That is not that surprising.
I'm not complaining.
Alright, so we're looking around in the Jeep.
It's a Humvee?
Time-lapse. It's a Humvee?
I don't know. I was just
the
saying
one in
that.
front of it looks more like a Russian vehicle. I mean, it's obviously armored.
Yeah, I think it's the Russian thing. I don't think it's a Humvee. It does kind of look like the inside of a Humvee, though.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Oh no! Oh crap! Well, that escalated quickly.
Call your targets. We'll take them all at once.
Well, that's what we do. We escalate things. And now we get to see if it was actually a Humvee.
Targets marked. 5.
After we shoot this guy.
3, 2, 1.
Thanks.
I actually did not pull the trigger to see what happened, but since you pulled the trigger, I think it went anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if the
Close on
game
the target.
forces you
Okay, let's
to
go.
pull the trigger there or not, but I thought that was a nice touch to like bring you directly out of the cinematic and oh my god, you need to shoot this guy now! I thought that was pretty cool the first time. And
Also,
I have a M14 light gun with a suppressor, which I'm very happy about. And
I have my LMG.
and it gives you an LMG. Perfect. You're detected!
Activate thermal. Contact!
Also,
no.
I totally walked through your
Watch left. Target
field of
down.
fire, and I'm glad you didn't shoot me in the buns.
What?
We do try not to avoid friendly fire.
I don't think I shot anyone. In fact, I know I did
I
not
hear-
shoot anyone.
Watch out!
I hear friendly fire hurts.
Wait,
Griffin,
what?
Predator
Did
has
I
secured the
just
convoy.
Vulcan grab that dude down?
That cargo will verify from here.
I don't know. It was in night vision. I'm not sure.
Because I was starting to shoot
Eyes
him,
up.
and then I just
I don't
grabbed
want
him,
any surprises.
and he goes down. It's like, no, shh.
I feel so sleepy.
Griffin, you reading this?
Well, that's a bomb.
Roger, we're capturing.
It's
we'll do a
called a
comparison to be sure,
warhead.
but it's looking
Okay, it
good.
doesn't appreciate the term bomb.
Copy that.
No, the thing attached to it. That's the bomb. well, here we go. There it is. There's the bomb.
Bomb! Get clear! Get clear!
See? He says it's a bomb. I'm right.
That doesn't mean he's right. And they look like some sort of kind of Humvee thing.
I'm gonna go with Soviet ripoff.
Yeah, there we go. It looks like a Soviet ripoff. That looks horrible. Like he's like
Yeah.
phosphoring the skin off. That looks like a phosphorus bomb, which I don't think it is, but it's what it looks like. And that is a horrible way to die. And the first time I played through that, I was like, oh my god, things just got real.
This is awful.
Yeah, this is an awful way to start. I'm not even 5 minutes in and I'm already sad? Like, really?
Or, and I think this was actually a trend with some of the games that came out around.
If you didn't know what game you're playing, you do now.
Indeed. But yeah, like, some of the games that came out around the same time, you start off a game dying. Or, you know, getting injured to the point where you probably should have died. Like Red Dead Redemption, where you get shot in the chest with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Not saying you couldn't survive that, I'm saying you probably shouldn't.
We're loading. Now we're waiting.
Yeah, cutscene.
Hey, look, North Carolina. Woo woo!
B team, go.
Second string,
Gentlemen.
engage.
We loading up?
When we're done here. Our unit's never
What
been
did you
hit this
think you
hard
were
before.
doing?
And why don't you just take a minute, share a word, say a prayer if that's your way.
My way is
We're
killing
good to go,
fools.
sir.
All right then, let's go get these sons of bitches that did this. Details will be on your MRTs.
Which is just a fancier way to see that they have some weird Humvee thing in the background there. And no, I did not mean the forklift.
Damn. Well, it was in the background.
You know you've been friends for a long time when...
The bomb that killed our men was headed for our southern border. They paid a steep personal price to stop it. But that's the cost we choose
dying.
to bear for our nation. The cost that
Okay, so
began and hand.
the inadvertent message I'm getting here is immigration is bad. Or illegal immigration is bad.
Make the same one again.
Because potentially they could sneak a nuke in?
A lot of hands to end up where it did. One of the men in
Yeah,
the chain,
I guess.
Gabriel Paez, wants to come in. And Paez is a mid-level drug runner and a new kid on the block in gun running. Sounds like he bit off more than he could chew, and now
Although that,
he's out. He claims he didn't know
I mean, that is one of the, like, major threats that people have been talking about.
it's a loose thread.
Is, you know,
Time to
somebody sneaking a nuke into the country.
I mean, if someone really wanted to do it, they could. Okay, so now we have control over our little, like, briefing area, which is really just a tablet, but okay. Alright, we've already completed the challenges for just about all the challenges in the game, so I'm not really going to look at those. Or the intel map, because that's boring. Yeah, extract this dude, do the thing, got it. The customization part! The funnest part! Alright. I'm not bringing a PDR. I will bring a handgun, because that matters later in this mission. And since I'm player 1, just as a side note, two things. However your weapons are customized here at this customization menu, when the game wants me to have a handgun, whatever handgun I have set up here is the handgun that they will put in my hand when it's like, you need to be using a handgun in this moment. This is the handgun that they're going to give me. That's true with, you know, whatever I have set as my shotgun, my SMG, my sniper rifle, whatever I have it set to. If it is like mission critical or a plot point or in the script that I should have X type of gun at this point, that's what they're going to give me, which I find interesting. So I can actually customize, you know, have my favorite of each class of gun ready to roll. I'm probably going to go with my favorite weapon to use in the game on this level, which is the Mark 14, which is really just an M14. And I put a lot of doohickeys on it. We'll go more in depth in the gunsmith thing, which is really freaking awesome later. Y'all don't need to see that right now, but that's just what I'm going to go with. And
You're gonna see it because we're gonna be doing it here for a while.
I say that, but I just wanted to check something before we get going. Because this is going to be like level 1, so like none of the dudes are going to be wearing body armor, so I don't need to bring armor-piercing rounds. And, oh crap, no! I pressed the wrong button. press the D-pad when I meant to press the joystick. So now reset my gun. So I guess we are gonna be looking at the gunsmith. So this is the gunsmith. And you can change the color, and there's a gajillion colors. See the background? Yeah, I'm gonna go with black because Johnny Cash was right. Black is always classic and classy and awesome. And Johnny Cash is a cool cat. So yeah. All right, full auto on my DMR because I like to roll like that. Extended magazine, because I don't need the armor piercing, because no one's going to be wearing armor. The Gry Pod, because when I feel like making this thing into a BAR, I want it to be a BAR, and then when I want it to be a sniper rifle, I want it to be a sniper rifle. Aiming laser, just because it makes it more accurate when I'm tooling around short barrel, because it doesn't really sacrifice that much range. It makes it far more fast at turning and maneuvering. Suppressor, because you always should unless you're playing multiplayer. And there we are, my like DMR, BAR type of deal. It's fun.
Also, the Gry Pod is the best.
Yeah, just put it on everything. Put it on everything.
Pretty much. I mean, it's
put it in your mouth. Put it on your gun. Put it on everything. Put it on your sandwich.
Put it on your knife. Because your knife needs a bipod.
Have you unlocked the bipod for your knife? Well, you haven't knifed enough people. Alright. Let me make sure my pistol is set up. And I'm not touching the D-pad this time. Not D-padding this time. Alright.
Just going more into the Gry Pod, it's not a hugely common term. It's a amalgamation of grip and bipod. So it functions as a hand grip, but you can also pop it out into a bipod and, you know, stabilize your gun on something. So,
right.
Neat little innovation.
And I was trying to load it up. There we go. So people could see what we were talking about. So in the world of the game, it works as this foregrip and as a bipod in one thing. So, you know, why not use it? It increases your stability and maneuverability, and so just use it. And it allows me to deploy the gun, which makes it much more accurate. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about using it like a BAR. I can deploy it and use it like a light machine gun and have suppressive fire and be able to control the automaticness. But I have a scope and a silencer on it, and I have that foregrip so that when I'm like free running around or I'm on a piece of cover, I can use it like a DMR. Sensor grenade because we don't have the UAV yet, and frags because they're always useful.
Yay. So I'm going with the LMG because, you know, machine gunner, I'm going with the Mark 48, which is kind of their basic starting one. And I've got it actually under gas, so it's not firing as quickly. And I do like that they have so many options for the different guns. It's like, you know, however you want to build your gun, you can build it. So, you know, you can take the LMG, you can slow it down, make it more controllable, and be able to, you know, put sustained fire on one area for a lengthier period of time and still have control over the weapon.
Yeah, one of the really fun parts with this game is tooling around with the guns, unlocking different gun parts or buying them on multiplayer, and just like seeing what different combinations can do, because they really do affect stuff, and you can change lots of things that you aren't able to change in other games, and they generally matter. So you can come up with some really interesting modifications, and when you're using a gun, you really feel like it's your gun, and it gives you a lot of agency as a player. And I'm just going to talk over this cutscene, because no one gives a crap about this guy who just has his, you know, Queen of the Random Place grenades on, sash, I don't, but he doesn't have a grenade launcher, not like it matters. I also like how there wasn't an exit wound in the front of his head.
Look at my hat! I enjoy that he's not wearing a helmet, he's wearing just the hat.
What's the situation?
And a monocle.
House is ransacked.
I'm
Paez
surprised that these people aren't wearing more armor.
We'll track his cell and try to get a fix on him.
And if you'll notice, the ghosts that we were playing as when we died were wearing more armor than these guys do.
Hunter, Overlord.
I mean, the sniper in this one, which you kind of saw in the background wearing the green, he has almost no armor on.
Ready to get you out.
We'll tip them off.
And everybody else has at least a little bit. So, you know, that's fun.
I mean, I consider myself light infantry, so I wouldn't wear a lot of armor, but if I knew I was going into combat, I would definitely wear,
Stay out of sight.
you know, at least a vest. Like, I would and a helmet and stuff. I mean, yeah, hurry up, teammates. We're waiting on you. Yeah.
Hold your fire.
Alright, so you actually don't play as the team leader if you're player 1.
Idea.
Correct,
You
which is
play as-
misleading. Like, I am playing as Kovac. Obviously, you can see my character right there.
Dead ahead.
And then
more
Nogri is
than one
actually
team.
playing as the character who's the team leader, which is weird. Are we supposed to kill them now? I think so, because it says shoot. Hey, there's another one of those beauty queens with a sash.
Yep.
So
I tossed out a sensor grenade there, which generates a nice little sensor picture of what's in front of you and shows all the enemies in the area of the grenade. And if you look to the left, the two guys who are highlighted in yellow are actually behind that wall, but we can see them because of the sensor grenade. We can actually shoot them.
Yeah, bullets will penetrate certain materials and certain walls and stuff. And just as a side note, I love that there's a red dot on my handgun. I love that in any game that is in. I love that. It helps so much. Okay. Let the shooting begin.
Okay.
Did you what's your secondary, by the way? Oh, your PDR?
We're clear.
And that is short for personal defense rifle.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Which is basically a carbine.
So basically my setup is I've got my short range PDR, which is silenced, and so that ends up being the weapon I actually use quite a bit during the game.
Get a sensor online.
Because you spend so much time stealth, or our kind of playthroughs have been fairly stealthy, just because you're not fighting enemies constantly. So I end up using this one a lot, and so I've ended up developing.
Haven't we killed that guy with the sash 3 times now, or twice now, and I'm about to kill him a 3rd time? Like that.
No.
Okay, so you were saying about your setup.
Got ahead. Check fire. Those are civilians.
I mean, it's just.
If I brought my sniper rifle, I could just go kabloo and kill that guy through the walls.
On the move.
We'll just blow up the truck. That'll work. That'll be what we do.
Up high.
Yeah. Yep. So I end up using my PDR through a fair amount of the game, simply because it is silenced and we tend to be running around silenced, trying not to advertise our presence.
We're trying to splinter cell that shit. That's what we're trying to do for most of the game. In some parts of the game, you have to. You don't have a choice.
LV is hot.
If you are discovered, you fail. But other times, it is a choice. You can either go loud or quiet, and the mission kind of plays out differently depending on your choice. So, in almost every mission, it's a good plan to have a silenced weapon and a not silenced weapon.
RPG!
Not silenced weapons are usually a little bit stronger and garner more attention. I don't know if they suppress more, because there isn't like a like empirical way for me to test how much suppression there is. This isn't Brothers in Arms or anything.
Hold it, stop!
It doesn't tell you when an enemy is suppressed.
Yeah, so I don't really know if that influences that at all. My setup, I usually bring a sniper rifle or a DMR, and then my secondary is usually an SMG or a handgun.
He's out. Got it.
Now, did you throw a grenade or something at that? Or did
I
it?
threw a sensor grenade.
So it just blew up after I shot the gunner in the head.
Signal. We'll keep track of them for you.
There's another sensor grenade. I'm actually trying to remember how to switch grenades, because I've got sensor grenades and
is
frag
it
grenades as well.
left or right on the
He
D-pad?
knows where his only way out.
I tried that, it wouldn't switch. I might.
I don't remember.
We'll see in a second.
To remind him of his good
Okay, the
fortune.
first time we were playing through this game together, I totally thought one of the times we went through a door like that, because you clear doors like that all the time, I thought one of those times we would get ambushed, but you never do. It's like some sort of loading cutscene type of deal. Okay, another time, I did this mission and I brought a bolt-action sniper rifle and a handgun. And here's an ammo thing so you can get more of your grenades and stuff.
Sensor.
Yep.
I went up to whatever door I'm supposed to go up to with my handgun out. And then he lines up on the door and whips out the sniper rifle. I'm like, you do not clear a room with a bolt-action sniper rifle. That's just crap. Only I totally had to, and by that I just shot the one guy and then waited for Nogri to like murder all the rest.
Because my LMG is my primary, so that's what I go with.
Keep going!
So it waits for everybody to get in position and then queues for the breach.
And then it's like a Call of Duty moment where, you know, it slows down and you get to pop the dudes, and there's, you know, if you don't get all the guys in the right order, you can fail a mission later on, because they'll like shoot a hostage or throw a grenade in your face or something.
Watch your targets. Roger that.
I think there are probably a couple times where they will shoot hostages, but it's kind of few and far between. I mean, same thing with the kind of the stealth portions.
Go.
Most of the stealth portions are fairly quick, fairly easy to get through. So it's not like arduous.
Except there is a level where it's almost entirely
He's down.
Stealth.
yeah. Okay, I'm holding the left bumper and I can get the aiming mark. And yeah, the game just said if you press left or right on D-pad, you switch your equipment.
It wasn't letting me switch it earlier.
We hadn't unlocked it yet, okay? We weren't ready.
He's down. Copy that.
Gotta learn how to use grenades before we can use grenades.
Exactly. Yeah, you didn't have enough training.
On the balcony. I'm pinned down. Be quick. Stay out of the open.
Alright, so you do have the suppression mechanic in this, where if someone is shooting a lot of fire at you, you will actually kind of tuck closer to the wall that you're hanging on.
Told me they were sending the best.
And your dude doesn't want to come out, and if he comes out and tries to return fire, it'll be inaccurate. I don't remember if this suppression you like don't regenerate your health while you're being suppressed. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I do know your cloaking will not work while you're being suppressed.
Down. Frag out.
Grenade out. And it got caught on me. Yeah, it got caught on the umbrella there.
It did, and it blew up my cover. I'm kind of surprised that didn't hurt me more than it did.
Nailed one.
But I think friendly fire is definitely muted. There is friendly fire, but it's not as
bad as it should be. Yeah, that's a good word. Muted.
Reloading. Cover me. Suppress.
Alright, you also have jump from cover to cover,
Watch your
like you do in Gears of War.
I totally thought there was a way up this building, but there totally isn't.
What the hell are you doing? We're clearing them out along the way, sir. Sit tight. Come on, let's move! Keep moving, come on!
Got tired of playing tag with that guy. I decided I just empty the magazine.
Move out of the way!
But yeah, this game is pretty mechanic heavy. Like there's a lot of things going on.
Squeeze under here. Watch your heads.
But it does a decent job of escalating that as the campaign progresses. And I want to drop down this thing! So I did not find it overwhelming. I mean, it pretty much holds your
Moving to
hand.
cover!
Yeah, especially the first couple of missions. And it definitely does. It doesn't introduce every gadget ever in like the first mission. It does kind of gradually introduce you to them, especially to the.
I gotta reload!
Road.
The roof! On the roof!
Yeah, like
With an RPG!
one example of that is in a later mission, whoever the host player is will get a UAV. So as the host player, I should never bring sensor grenades once I have the UAV because I can just UAV things. Be my human ladder, 30K.
So I do like the even in the cutscenes, it retains what weapons you have.
Yes, I like that too.
You don't see that in a lot of games.
No, it does remind me of like
Are you secure?
Rainbow Six Vegas 2 or Halo
stay
Reach,
calm, all right?
where
Keep your head
how
down.
you set up the character
We don't want them to hear us coming.
is still in the
Switch
cutscene.
to
and stuff.
suppressed.
So here it gives you a weapon box, and
Which also gives you ammo.
oh, I didn't know that. You learn something new every day.
Sir, I assure you we'll get
And there's a
down
lot of
if
these
you
like
do what I tell you.
4-circle team placement checkpoint things where everyone has to be there
Fire.
in order to progress.
Fire!
Now
Come on,
here's
Ghost, we
one of
gotta
your
move.
first stealth sections, and regrettably,
Riflemen.
and yes, that is a tomahawk on 30k's back.
Deploy.
Regrettably,
Never use.
yeah, he never uses it. Wait, spoiler alert.
Don't set off any
Um,
alarms or they'll kill the VIP.
But yeah,
Visual
there's
2-1. Dead ahead.
almost a specific order in which you have to kill the people in most of the
Moving.
stealth stuff.
If they see us,
Some are
they'll
more
kill for sure.
open to
Four,
variation
3.
than others.
On our left.
Also, if you go prone, you pretty much, unless they step on you, you don't get detected.
Watch it.
Yeah, you're
way.
near invisible.
Well, I guess you don't have your
Cloak. We don't have our
active-
cloak yet.
In the tower. Shifting.
I think you can pop that guy now. Whoa!
They'll shoot Paez if they know we're coming.
Got him.
I know, but
No worries.
him and someone else was like looking at me, so I had to prone it. All right. No,
Yeah,
I want
so-
sprint now. Okay.
So you do not get active camo in this one. That is
In
one
this
of the things
mission.
they introduced later on.
Yeah.
Fast.
It is such a boon to you when you get it.
Execute.
Yeah, it becomes a fundamental thing about, and I've killed this Joker like 5 times through this mission.
Ah, you sons of bitches!
Overlord, Hunter, we have the package.
Why
Roger that, Hunter. Twisting took damage.
does everyone have yellow handguns?
You got
Except
this
me.
a rescue?
The alternate LZ is too hot.
You know, gold-plated.
Change of plans. We're headed back.
Drug dealers and all that.
Move! I can walk on my own!
And here's where we go. to
No, you're a
the-
giant baby, okay? You're my little
At
baby.
least give me a weapon! I
No.
can fight!
We don't need you getting shot again, sir. Form up around the
I don't
VIP.
understand why-
Diamond formation.
Well, I guess
All right, let's go.
afraid of him shooting himself. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, so this is why I made sure I had a good handgun set up, because this part, I have to use the handgun. The host player has, yeah, kneecap, suck it. The host player carries the VIP and has to use the handgun, so that's why I made sure mine was set up. And I'm just whiffing it.
Player?
What?
I think.
It's always the host.
I thought there were some times when I had carried CCI. Oh well.
Yeah, when you were the host. And then we were like, this is dumb. I'm the handgun person.
And I'm clearly the LMG.
Well, if we're talking secondaries, you're generally the shotgun person.
I would have been better off on my own!
Shotgun or assault rifle. Now, what the game also does is you fall into this formation, and each person has their sector of responsibility. And if one person, it's not so bad with the AI. 'Cause
That's like the
AI
6th time I've shot that dude.
The AI generally doesn't screw up that much, but if you have someone who is either not familiar with the level or who is not having a good day,
Like that guy, that's 7.
Do this!
you can potentially fail.
Is that
missions
8 or
because
9?
Let's go!
Because someone missed
How
the
many
shot
siblings did
and-
this one, like, woman birth? Is he,
All
like,
of them.
part of some sort of cloning program I don't know about?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's kind of a shooting on rails thing, so I can only look a certain amount of area at a time. So that dude totally yelled, look left, and I tried, and that's as far as I can go.
You're good! Returning fire!
Oh, that's 10.
But yeah, if you, like, one player can miss a shot and get another player or one of the AI killed because of it.
Yeah, that becomes relevant in, I want to say, oh, and that guy just eats it. Sniper rifle from like not even a foot away.
I don't believe it. You got me out.
Check out this guy. So yeah, that's the first mission. Go us, we win.
Yeah, I didn't get a good score, and I missed a lot with the whole pistol section, which normally I don't. Normally I do really well. Of course I say that on the recording. Normally we do really
To
well.
be fair, we haven't played this game for like 6 months.
True. This is like this is the first time we have played this in 6 months, and so that's your first little cinematic and the first level of Ghost Recon. Make sure to join us for the whole rest of the game. This has been Lucky Fox Zero. And every night, say something. Say bye.
Bye.
Laters. Hey, just a quick reminder, everybody. We want to hear what you guys think. So make sure you leave a comment below, maybe even give us a like, but don't forget to subscribe so you're always up on the new episodes. I'm Lucky Fox Zero, and laters.